Welcome to the ACCSP Dockside Interceptor application video tutorial. This portion of the tutorial will cover signing in, assignment summary, favorite species, contacting the ACCSP, and in case of tablet data issues, and side assignment details. For your awareness, you are able to skip to whichever topic of your choosing by selecting the associated timestamp for that topic. The tablet has both forms of the Dockside Interceptor application, or DIA, including the production version in green and the evaluation version in orange. Both versions will use the same username but different passwords to log in. When the DIA opens, it prompts the user to enter their username and password to sign in. Once this information has been entered, the login button will turn green. The user may now click this button to access the application. Note that the username and passwords are the same for what the user has used to access the ATA. If the user is unsure of what the correct username or password is, they should contact their state coordinator. In the assignment summary, all assigned site and headbutt assignments from the past 7 days and future 14 days that have not been completed will be presented within the initial list of APIS assignments under your assignments. Headbutt assignments will be displayed in yellow to distinguish themselves from site assignments in white. Assignments that have been edited in any way, not just opened or viewed, but those which have had information changed, will remain in the list of assignments until submitted or deleted. On this initial assignment screen, you will find major components of an assignment, including the date, time interval, the site group, the state, county, site number, interviewer ID, and the control number. Click on an assignment to open the 4-tier specifics. These include details, sites, intercepts, and headboat discards. If an assignment has been edited, a green pencil icon appears in the right-hand portion of that assignment back on the assignment summary page. The species section, located in the top right corner drop-down menu, contains a master list of all species along with the state's predetermined favorites based on historic species frequencies within the current 2-month wave. In addition to the list of automatically starred favorite species marked with a green star icon prior to the species name, each user has the ability to remove and add new favorites to the table by tapping the star icon. The list of all species can also be accessed by touching anywhere within the search box and typing in the species name. As the user is typing, the search results update in real time. Alternatively, the user can scroll through the list of names that are presented in alphabetical order. Accept changes to the list of favorite species by selecting the green check box in the bottom middle of the screen. This will return you to the previous screen. Please note application speed and performance tends to decrease as the number of saved favorite species selections increases, so please limit favorite species selections to around 15 to 20 species to maintain consistent app performance. In the drop-down menu in the top right corner, there is also the option for contacting the ACCSP, checking the application information, and sending diagnostics to the ACCSP, and signing out of the app. This menu is accessible from the assignment summary page and all other sections of the Dockside Interceptor application. If the tablet is lost, broken, or stolen, contact the state coordinator as soon as possible. If there are technical issues on the DIA and/or the tablet, interviewers should also first contact their state coordinator. If the issue persists, the ACCSP and state coordinator will likely need the database logs or diagnostics located on the tablet. And only in this scenario should the following steps be followed to submit the database files to the ACCSP. First, click on the upper right-hand icon and then About. This page displays the existing versions of the DIA currently installed on the tablet. Use this information to verify that the DIA is up to date. The current application version numbers for both the production and test instances of the DIA are displayed on the home page of the ATA for reference. Scroll down on the screen to select Email Diagnostics. This prompts the user with an email drafted from the standard default state APIS Gmail account that is set up on all tablets. Once the email window pops up, it will be pre-populated with the user's name and state. Include a brief note describing the issue, but please note that this should only be done after contacting the ACCSP. The assignment details page displays the assignment number, the date, time interval, interviewer ID, a text box for the interviewer name, the site group, state, the county, control number, cluster ID, and a field for any assignment level notes. There's also an option to enter in the weather conditions, whether or not the site is affected by tide, or if the interviewer counted another interviewer. Downloaded assignments are taken directly from the site and have assignment tables of the ATA. Also, assignments can be manually created in the case of a last-second assignment switch without access to Wi-Fi. For additional explanation and in demonstration, see the manually creating an assignment video. Most of the assignment details will fill in automatically and do not need to be adjusted. However, a few items will require adjustments, including the assignment number, the weather conditions, if the site is affected by tide, and whether or not you encountered another interviewer. Assignment level notes can be entered by clicking in the text box on the screen. These comments should include major notes from the assignment, including a site closure, late on arrival, and so on. After reviewing the entered information for accuracy, move to the Site section. Now select the site. Here, select the Start Now button and click OK. And set the appropriate start time pertaining to your time interval and click the green check. Please note, if there are other FIs assigned to this site during this time interval, all interviews are recorded on my assignment as I am the primary interviewer assigned to the 11 to 5 p.m. P interval. If you were assigned to the B interval from 8 to 2 p.m. at the same site, you would set your stop time to 11 a.m. and only assist the primary FI with counts and fish measurements until you depart at 2 p.m. If you are the C interval working from 2 to 8 p.m., you set your start 1 and stop 1 times to 2 p.m. and assist the primary FI with counts and measurements until they leave at 5 p.m. Once the primary FI leaves, you will then set your start 2 time to 5 p.m. and then later your stop 2 time to 8 p.m. when you depart the site. While on the screen, you should also select whether or not the site has a tournament way station, and enter in any relevant site level comments in the notes section. Site level comments include minor notes from the assignment and are specific to the site, such as the weather, tide levels, and higher activity due to the tournament. Also on this page, you can enter in relevant counts once your assignment has begun by selecting the green pencil icon. Click the green check after confirming the entered information to move to intercept. To begin an intercept, click the green group icon on the right side of the screen. The initial page is the Privacy Act and Angler description. Read the Privacy Act to the angler or anglers and enter in a description that will help for easy reference. Click the green arrow in the bottom right corner to continue, and you can continue to use this button to move throughout each section of the interview. This screen is asking where the angler was fishing or the fishing mode. Options include pier, jetty breakwater, other man-made structure, charter boat, rental boat, dock, bridge causeway, beach or bank, or private boat. This section asks where most of their fishing effort took place, or the area. Options include ocean or gulf, sound, river, bay, other, Cape Cod Bay, and various estuary options. Select the angler response and continue. Since the ocean gulf option was selected, this next question will appear to clarify the distance from shore. This section asks if they were fishing near an artificial reef. Options include yes, no, or shore mode. If the response is yes, you'll have to ask which reef name or unknown if they are not sure. If you are interviewing a group that fish together, you can select the Apply to Group option so that the answer to this question is assigned to each angler. The next section asks what type of gear they were primarily using. Options include hook and line, dip net A-frame, cast net, gill net, seine, trawl, trap, spear, hand, other, unknown, or refused. For this example, we'll be choosing hook and line. This section asks what species the angler was primarily fishing for. Enter in the first and second target species. For this example, we'll choose black drum as our target species. You can also select no target for either fields if they weren't targeting anything specific. If you're interviewing a fishing group and they were each targeting the same species, you can select the Apply to Group option in the top right corner. The next section asks how long is the nearest half hour the angler spent fishing today. More specifically, how many hours they spent with gear in the water. Enter in the amount in the field or select Don't Know or Refused if they weren't sure or refused to answer this question. Click the green arrow to continue. This section asks how many days, not including today, has the angler gone saltwater fishing in the current state or a boat launched in that state in the last 12 months, and the same for the last 2 months. Enter in the amount in their respective fields, or don't know if they aren't sure, or select refuse if they chose not to answer that question. Click the green arrow to continue. This prompt asks the angler's state and county of residence. Enter in the state and county name into their respective fields. As a South Carolina interviewer, notice how my neighboring states are listed first to speed up data entry. Then, in the county field, only the counties of the chosen state are listed. There are once again the options for don't know if they aren't sure and refused if they wish to not answer. This section asks for the zip code of their residence. Enter in the 5-digit code into the field provided. There are also the options for foreign country, don't know if they aren't sure, and refuse if they wish to not answer. Click the green arrow on the bottom right to continue. This section asks if the angler has a landline telephone. The options include yes, no, don't know, or refused. In the next section, enter in the angler's observed gender and ask how old the angler was on their last birthday. Select either male or female and enter in their response to their age, or select refuse if they're not willing to disclose that information. The next section asks for the angler's name and phone number in the event that your supervisor wishes to verify that you have been conducting interviews. If given, enter that information in their respective fields and the preferred time of day to be contacted. If one or both are not given, select the checkbox next to name and/or phone number not given. If the angler said that they were 16 or younger in the previous section, check the box next to angler aged 16 years or younger. The remaining sections covering Type 2 catch, Type 3 catch, and Cs are covered in their own separate videos.